Tony, it's time to tell your story. Tell a story about your ear.
All right, well, name's Tony Garcia, and I was born with meningitis, and meningitis affects a bunch of different aspects of your body, obviously, but in my case, it affected my hearing. And so when I was born with meningitis, I was deaf in my right ear. I always had to sit in the front of the class because I couldn't hear as good, and it was just something I dealt with my whole life. And after coming to Christ and just realizing that He had healing powers and He was the same yesterday as He was today and He is tomorrow, realized that healing is a very real possibility for me. So then I got invited by a good friend of ours, AB, and yourself, to a Doug Stanton meeting. I don't even know what to call it. It was just, it was a touch of God, really. I was going every single day because I just wanted the more of God. I was pursuing after Him, and you know, His Word says, the more you seek after me, the more I'm there. And then the next night, May 18, 2012, there was just a crowd of people, and He was praying for people, and then He just kind of looked right over at me and said, "Tony, come here. I want to pray for your ear right now." And basically, He put His finger in His ear, and He was shouting into my ear. The third time He shouted, it felt like somebody smacked me in my face because it just was like open, and at that point I could hear, there was no doubt I could hear, and it hit me like a brick. And at this point He was I'd say about 10 feet or 12 feet away from me, and He whispered, "Can you hear me now?" And I said, "Yes, I could hear you." And He said, "Do you love Jesus?" In a forced whisper, and I says, "Yes, Doug, I love Jesus." 3 years later, you know, it's like I heard God say, "I healed your ear, but there's still more to come." The more you press in, the more you seek me, the better your hearing is going to get. So the better your hearing is going to get. He says, "When you stop, I'll stop." And but it was at 0% before.
Yeah, it's amazing.
And I couldn't hear anything. When you have an encounter with Him like that, there's no going back. It changes everything. I'm not anything special. He did it. He healed me. It means He can heal anybody, but also He can also use anybody. And so what I've been given, I try to give away with
It's a testimony, a story to tell of the amazing nature of God
Amen.
towards His kids.
Amen.
Good stuff. Thanks for sharing.
Yes, absolutely.